Alright, what up everybody? We're here at the round of 8 finale, Martinsville Speedway, so good old short track racing to kind of close off the round, and you know, hopefully things will go okay today. But we're getting a top 5 run to start this thing off. I actually had a pretty good qualifying run, which was a little bit surprising because in practice I was running more consistently like 20.9s. But qualifying, I happened to pull off a 20.7, which I did have a couple laps that got up to that speed. I have not been great at this track this week, so I was happy about that. But realistically, the goal this week is just to kind of, I want to say top 15 is a light goal, but considering the last time out at Bristol, I completely DNF'd. As long as I finish, I'll feel better about that. But yeah, early on in the stage right now, we are still holding on 5th, but yeah, it's going to be a pretty good points battle to see who gets in this championship 4. We're pretty locked in either way. The game doesn't officially say advanced, but at plus 38 and you only got 32 trucks, you know, it's kind of hard to see a scenario where we're not advanced. Johnny Sauter is all but advanced too, like unless he just absolutely wrecks out here late. Oof. But he was plus 23. And then from there you're gonna have the battle. That's where it begins. 3 trucks all within a point of each other. Probably fighting for 2 spots unless somebody can sneak out with a win at the end, and you might have that 3-way battle be down to 1 spot. So I was trying to block the 52 there a little bit, but I'm going to let him go because he is just significantly better than me right now. I'd rather not do something dumb and take myself out of the race right now. My main concern right now in stage 1 is my truck feels a little loose. I might have to add some wedge whenever we get to the first pit stops, but I went with a little bit of a looser setup because when I was running a tighter setup in practice, I just did not have the speed. I was running closer to a 21.3, and I was using a lot of different people's setups that you would find on YouTube and stuff. I still think I liked the setup man's setup the best of the group that I saw, but I still could. I was having a hard time just turning there, but biggest thing going into the corners right now is you're going to be able to see these red Toyota signs on the walls. When you get down to turns 3 and 4 over here, it's on the outside wall. When you get down to turns 1 and 2 over here, it's going to be on the inside wall. I usually use that as my reference point to kind of let off the accelerator. I try to break down to a point where I can you know, just kind of carry the momentum throughout the corner and then get back on the throttle. My goal is to not have to tap the throttle a whole bunch of times, but I haven't done a great job at that, so we'll see. We got 2 more laps here. Just try to survive the stage. Right now, the 23 of Moffitt, he was on the pole to start this race, and he's still out front, so let's see if he can get a stage win here on the final lap. We've dropped a few positions, just trying to hold on to get a stage point at least, or 2, but really just trying to hold on in general. My truck is loose right now. Oh god. Speaking of Johnny Sauter. Alright, we held on to get 8th, so could have been a worse stage 1. I'm happy with that one, so yeah, looks like everybody's going to be staying out for the end of stage 1, so we're going to do the same and probably get a pit stop this upcoming stage. Alright, still kicking off this stage in 8th since nobody pitted, so we will see how this one goes. Looks solid on restarts. It was a little bit more of a struggle as we got longer into the runs, so I almost forgot to brake there a little bit. And Sauter should get me here, and so will my teammate. Shout out 2311. Which, speaking of 2311 real fast, 500 wasn't my favorite 500 race. It sucked that, damn, I knew my truck was getting too damn loose. Held on enough, but I'm just gonna try to nurse it to pit road. That sucked. But yeah, they had a pretty rough 500 at the end. Showed some speed, but you know, accidents and crap. The Atlanta race was a lot of fun. I'm glad they had a pretty good run there. So, you know, Reddick and Bubba both sitting, you know, up there in the point standings right now. So I'm pretty happy. We'll see how the road course goes this week.
Got one down low now. All clear.
Trying to be like extra cautious going into the corners now. I'm getting just loose coming off. I'm actually not sure how long the fuel run is here. I'll have to check it in a second. We got 11 laps, so yeah, we'll make it to the end of the stage and then pit on the end of the stage. Which probably means, I don't know if we're going to actually have to pit on the green flag scenario in stage 3. Martinsville's a pretty cool place too. Like, obviously a historic track and stuff, but small little fun story for me in Martinsville. I went to Virginia for the first time. It was on my very first trip ever leaving Florida back in 2016. 2015, end of 2015, early 2016, somewhere around there. But I decided when I was up in Virginia, I wanted to see Martinsville Speedway because I was going to be in the area. And got there all discombobulated, didn't know where anything was. Decided to turn down a road to pull out the directions to Martinsville Speedway, and I happened to pull into the frickin' parking lot there, so. They didn't have any tours or anything at that moment because I got there a little bit too late. Still haven't caught a race there in person, but I can actually say I've been to Martinsville Speedway, so that's still pretty cool. We got about a lap and a half left in the stage, and I am definitely looking forward to going to pit road here. 23 is still out in front, dominating right now, so. Moffitt's got a fast truck this week, apparently. If he wins, I think that makes 3 in a row where the round of 8 gets clean swept by drivers that aren't in the playoff field at this point. And I'm glad that stage got called there because I was about to lose it. Yeah, I dropped like a rock with all the the damage repair right there, so makes sense. Sucks that we're going to be starting way in the back here, but yeah, it looks like that battle between Enfigure, Hill, and Chastain is going to be really tight. I think all 3 of them are close to the top 10 at the end of that stage, so.
Still there.
1 point separated them coming into the day. I don't know if they'll get a win or not, but we will see. And right now, here in the back of the traffic, damn, I added a little bit of wedge, but my truck is still a touch too loose, so if we get a caution here or something, I'll try to add a little bit more, make it a little bit tighter. Ultimately, though, the goal was still just to at least finish the race, so got that going right now. As I'm behind both of the Nemecheks. Definitely looking more forward to Phoenix, though, in the next round. Oof. 33 kind of got us a little bit tight there. Yeah, most of the practices and stuff, you don't deal with this much traffic, so this is the first time I've really had to work through a ton of the traffic. I'm trying to get back into the top 25. I said at the start, my goal originally was the top 15, so if I can get there in these final, 20 laps or so, I'll be pretty pleased. Shouldn't have to pit again unless there's a caution. I can top off. Well, I don't even need to top off, but add some wedge and stuff like that.
Still there. Clear high, bud.
There's last week's race winner, Natalie Decker. But
Stay low, stay low. All right, you're clear.
got a pretty good run note going so far, though. I can see the top 20 in sight. Just gotta actually make the moves. I'm trying to avoid that red and white stripe that I was talking about. You saw me clip it a couple times already here, which is not ideal, but
Clear high, clear high. Got one down low now. All right, you're clear.
all right, pushing up onto the top 20 now. Oof. Yeah, if I had to make a prediction for, Coda coming up this week,
Clear high, bud.
man, I don't even know.
All clear.
Like, I kind of want to homer, go with, SVG, because I like him too, but I don't know, we'll see. Maybe it'll be somebody like a Chase Elliott or Kyle Larson that takes it this week. But yeah, whenever we get to the championship race, I'm going to do that one next Sunday, so there won't be a midweek race on the channel this week. It's been a struggle to get those done unusually, just been a hard deal with kiddos waking up in the middle of the night and stuff like that. So usually I do my recording time right now at 2 or 3 in the morning while I'm out of work with them, because I'm on night shift. So, but as we kind of get everything back, I'll be going back to work here in like 2 weeks or so. So schedules will be changing again. So once I get through the truck season, I'll try to figure that out, and I'll kind of keep everybody updated on the community tab and stuff. But in the meantime, back on the race, 23 still up front, about a half a lap behind us right now, but we are top 20 again. I could see the top 15, which was the original goal in this race. $11 laps to get there, so just got to pick off basically a spot every 2 laps from here on out to get to there. That's what I get for messing with the score bug and not looking at my corner right there. I wish there was a way to kind of like look up and scroll up on the score, or have it scroll in or something like that. As far as I'm aware, there's not, so I was hoping to see if we could see the playoff battle as it was happening, but alright, trying to set up the 3 on the inside here.
All right, you're clear.
And actually did that successfully, even though I was a little bit worried about that. So 23 still up front. Oof. I can see Zane Smith out in front of this small little group here, so gonna try to do something on outside here and see if we can get any ground.
Still there.
Nope. Yeah, that almost made things a whole lot worse because I about lost it there.
Hitting ahead of you.
Hitting? Oh, wow. I still got 10 laps of fuel to go, so I am not going to be pitting. I may lose it on some loose-ass wheels, but I will nurse this damn truck.
That car ahead of you is pitting.
This got a little bit interesting, didn't it? So we have 4 laps to go.
That car in front of you is coming to the pit.
I am just, I'm trying like hell to nurse this thing around. Suddenly we're in the top 10. That doesn't make any damn sense after everything that's been going on. Ross Chastain's your leader. If he makes it, he wins the damn race and goes to the championship 4 out of nowhere. He is 7 seconds ahead of me right now, so I think, and here he comes the pit road. So what the hell just happened here?
2 laps to go.
This is dumb. Yeah, I'm just gonna nurse it, and we'll see what goes on, I guess. But
All right, you're clear. Last lap, get your mark.
yeah, it looks like Ross is gonna make it to the next round. And are we really about to get a random ass victory out of all of this at Martinsville Speedway? One last time.
Nice work today. Checkered flag.
That's one of those wins you almost can't even celebrate, because it's like, that was just dumb. Oh, alright then. Alright, yeah, so, still don't know what really to make of all that, but, you know, here are your race results real quick. After I was the only truck that was able to stay out at the end there, so. So it should be, me, Sauter, Chastain, and Infinger that make it. Or apparently Friesen took it. He was -18 at one point, so holy crap. Alright, well, no Watermelon Man in the next round, but that is going to be your championship 4 right there. Yeah, we'll see y'all, I guess, next week at a championship 4 race at Phoenix, so catch y'all then.